Well, the road to Osadebe Avenue is just few days away. 21st of September is the D-Day where politicians and political parties, party faithfuls, and every stakeholders will be digging it out to get the next first citizen of the state. Welcome to the program Road to EDO 2024, reaching you live from Urban Network Studio. My name is Daniel Praise Sedebame. Of course, we are going to be x-raying the role of women as far as politics is concerned. Yes, we can't undermine or write out the participation and the impact women have as far as politics is concerned in the country. With us in the studio is our guest. Good evening and good to have you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, viewers.
Okay, I just wanted to get that your name again, so that will be very
Yeah,
short.
Honorable Nusa Victor again.
Okay, good, Honorable Nusa Victor. It's a pleasure to see you. And sorry for the little hitches.
No problem.
All right, now
I'm at home.
You're at home.
Yeah,
definitely. We are going to have a fruitful discussion tonight.
Okay.
Now, walk us through, Honorable Nusa, women in politics. Friday, it's International Women's Day.
Yeah.
Now let's narrow it down. What is the role of women as far as politics is concerned? Let's start with that.
Well, the women have always had a peculiar role ascribed by God, even right from in creation. When God got a woman for a man, he said a man needed a helpmate. So obviously, in everything we do, we cannot leave out the women because they have that peculiarly assigned role by God to be a help to the men. So they cannot be left out. They have a critical role. But when you talk about politics, the women play fantastic role in terms of mobilization. Come to think of it, the women have more population than the men globally. So they have more reach. They have a motherly approach to trying to win people to what they believe. So in any political situation where women are not actively drawn in or involved, the tempo is usually very low. You're
talking about the tempo being usually low. The participation of women, of course, is very high. Statistically, from INEC, you discover that women participate more in electoral process. But however, you don't see them get into office.
To elective positions.
To elective position. Even when they throw their weight on the race, there's a way they just get filtered out.
Yeah.
So what could be the major reason? And is there a way out of that?
Well, we must commend the political parties in evolving the system of giving the women opportunity in the first instance by saying, look, you don't pay the same amount that the male folks pay. So they are exempted from certain forms. It's free for them. That's a good step. But come to think of the real thing, you know, there are certain things that are apparent, there are things that are real. In politics, the real thing is not just about collecting the form. The real thing is, one, your financial muscle, two, general acceptability, not just by the people, but by the leaders.
Of the party?
Yeah, of the parties. Because the leader has a great lot of role to play in ensuring that their candidate win. And then beyond that, when I say acceptance, look, you must have been in a position where people look up to you, that you can give a deal, you can satisfy them. So if that is missing, it will be difficult. Men had more influence in this area because they have a way of cajoling both the women and the men. Like I also said, you cannot avoid the financial implication. When you talk about financial muscles, how many women can equal the men? If you take a statistics today of the billionaires, let's not go far in Edo State. How many women can we pick to say really have the financial muscles?
So we are practically knocking off women from this ladder.
Yeah, because the system itself does not wholeheartedly or really encourage the women. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. There must be an integration of both characters. The women have their own peculiar character, the men have their own peculiar character. I remember many years ago, I was a union leader in a power station. NEPA then wanted to bring in some medical facilities and they want to use some doctors. I can tell you, the owner of one of the hospitals in Sapele then, the way she was aggressive, meeting with us, telling us, look, give my husband this job. And at the end of the day, she was saying, convincing all of us. And we gave the job. So the women are good in that kind of forceful,
canvassing for support,
maneuvering.
So why can't they transfer this strength into politics?
Yeah, it's the same thing I'm saying, the same factor. It's not that they are not, there are so many things involved in politics. I just told you, influence, finance, acceptability by both the people, and so it's not just about you might be aggressive, but other factors will limit your ability to secure your goal.
Talking about factors that limit the ability to secure their goal, in the build-up to the general election, the presidential election to be precise, one Sarah Jibril actually came out and she was at the forefront in the People's Democratic Party.
Yeah.
And people thought with the women supporting women movement, she was supposed to get a ticket. At the end of the day, she actually got one vote. Probably she voted herself.
Exactly what we're saying.
What now went wrong? Is it that women don't believe in themselves?
No, it's not.
They don't believe in themselves.
No, first and foremost, how many women were delegates that were going to vote? I'm sure you are talking of becoming a candidate. Is that not all?
They were aspirants.
Okay, she became a candidate of a party.
To become a candidate, yeah. And she didn't get it.
Exactly. What I'm saying that how many women were the delegates? That is the first thing you must look at.
That's the first calculation.
2, how many men, all right, have her in mind even before the primaries? Let me tell you, elections are won before the re-elections.
Elections are won?
Yeah.
Before the re-election?
Yes.
Well, I'm a novice now.
No, I'm telling you, I've been in politics too. Elections are not won on that very day. Before you become a candidate, it must have been decided by the leaders of the party. You are only being brought out. So if you are not in that template, whether you're a man or a woman, you're wasting your time. That woman knew that she was not having the backing of the party. If you were having the backing of the party, there's no way she would not win. So beyond your own personal capability, you must secure the full support of the party. In whatever
so what should we now do as stakeholders to start getting women sensitized about their role and the important effect they have as far as Nigerian politics is concerned, from the grassroots level to the urban setting?
Yeah, even if you have to gather all the women, begin to enlighten them, number one, assuming they were never nominated. Delegates now, you know what the Electoral Act says. Either you have a direct or the other one by the delegates. Now the party decide who will become what. And when those things are set, there's nothing anybody can do. Now, then you talk about the re-election. The re-election, a lot of things go into election in Nigeria. I don't know about globally, but I know from my own personal experience, I've contested election twice to the House of Assembly. So there's nothing you talk about that I don't understand. The underplay. So if we are going to do anything, it is the party we must appeal to. Let them see the need to encourage the women for beyond the issue of exempting them from collecting funds. Let them know the value they bring in. Let them know that they ought to be sympathetic with. That we need the women all around. We need them to be part of the process. I think that is where it starts from. Then every other thing will follow. If the parties pick a woman and they support the woman, let the person go to the grassroots. Okay. They will make it.
Okay, Honorable Nosa, if you say let them go to the grass, if they let them go to the pool and they'll make it. But the reverse is the case now. In Edo State, for instance, one of the political parties actually gave ticket to someone.
Yeah.
That's RPP now, PRP,
yeah,
one of those party. She actually got a ticket. Kudos to them. And that's the only woman that is actually a candidate among the 15 to 16
17
candidates that we have.
Yeah.
What is the tendency that she will even get a third placement in the pool? was the tendency.
Yeah, again, they said if you want to eat a toad, eat the one with fat. If you are going to go into election, you must look at the trending parties.
Okay.
The party you mentioned now, if you are going to say, I'm sorry to use the word, if you're going to say, put them in ranking, they may not come third or fourth or second because the system have already captured the leading parties. If it's not PDP, if it's not APC, and then recently, Labour.
NNPP too is there in other states.
I thought we are talking, if we are talking Nigeria-wide or statewide.
Nigerian-wise, state-wise, is all encompassing.
Yeah.
NNPP is there too.
Yeah.
They are already telling Labour Party that we are at par. You have a governor, we have a governor, you have senators, we have senators.
How many governors?
You have House of Assembly members.
How many governors?
Just one at least. One in Labour, one in NNPP.
Okay.
At least.
So
side by side.
If you look at that, I was reading some posts some few days ago. The governor of Enugu or Abia.
Yes. Samaloti.
Said he was going to support one gubernatorial candidate of a party, which of course is his own party. A lot of funding comes in. Where you draw, the source you draw resources to finance your election is a factor to your winning. You cannot compare the number of governors in PDP, number of governors in APC.
So you are telling Samuel Oti now to just keep his money.
Hey,
all his support will not go anywhere.
It's not likely to.
Dumping a cup of water in the ocean.
It's not likely to.
It's not going to go anywhere.
It's not
Is that what you are categorically telling us?
I know that already.
That's Labour Party.
Well, campaign has not started, so I have to be careful. I'm not campaigning.
Are you telling them to just...
No, let them try it and see.
But they won't go anywhere.
We'll be back here to talk about it.
You are giving up on this party.
No.
They actually had a fantastic outing, for your information, in Edo State. Edo State seems to be the headquarters of the obedient movement.
With the hope that
maybe you have forgotten so soon.
With the hope that their principal was going to win.
Peter Obi.
The influence, yes. The influence.
But they had over 70%.
Yes,
votes.
I can assure you that won't work. It didn't work in the House of Assembly election.
You think they will not throw that weight and outshine other leading
Labour
political
has
parties?
only one candidate, in the House of Assembly.
Honorable Dr.
Richard
Edosa
is my friend.
Okay.
So, is he going to pull all the resources alone? The answer is no.
Apart from the party, they have a movement.
Yes.
They have people who believe in an ideology.
That trend has passed.
Okay.
That trend has passed. We know what's influenced it.
Honorable, no, so let's leave that one.
Yeah,
let's come back.
Because campaign are not started.
Let's come back.
If we are campaigning, we know the direction to go.
So you are now saying the woman that is actually a candidate now for that particular party, she didn't carefully...
At the end of the day, they are going to use the party's logo to provide agents for some other parties. I can tell you that. Because it's not going anywhere.
You're speaking like a politician now. So some of these things happen.
It does happen.
So all these other political parties are just wasting their time.
Yes. Is it that there are two principal parties now?
No, we have.
No, I'm telling you, we have them.
16 of them.
We have them.
16 of them.
We have.
It's a contest.
Yes.
And Edolite will decide who will be the next governor.
Well, we know
we
know the undercurrent.
Okay, well, I will understand the undercurrent after the show.
No problem.
Honorable Nosa, PDP had one female aspirant who actually stepped down along the line. She just probably felt, okay. Do you think she stepped down out of pressure? She stepped down, probably she felt she could not pull the weight enough.
Yeah,
was she afraid of the pull
No, I don't
that made her to step down? She stepped down on the day of the primaries.
Our sister behaved like a true politician, which he is. There's a saying that he that fights and run away
lives to fight another
day. A lot of people have interpreted it differently. But I want to say that don't do like that soldier ant that will sting you and leave his head on your leg, killing himself. There's nothing you push anyhow when you already know the direction things are going. You waste more of your resources. I think she simulated her mind and felt that there was no need dragging. Because I can tell you the obvious things was that the party was decided on where to take the governorship to. And that was for a reason. If you go back to the history of Edo State, since 1991, all right, when Edo was created, we had 3 local governments, Oredo, Ovia, and Orion. If you go to, that is Edo Central, Edo South. If you go to Edo Central, you have Agbazilo and Okpewolo. Okpewolo, pre-Edo, had produced Ali as the governor. And then Osumbo came in Edo and produced, Osumbo came from Okpewolo. Agbazilo have been kept out of the system for a long time. And luckily, I saw he's from Agbazilo. To my mind, they were sympathetic to the cause of that, knowing that they were originally those who were existing in Edo State, and they gave it to him. So now what we are saying is that she understands the play out eventually, that there nothing was going to do. The party had decided. You understand? So
she needed to align.
She needed to align.
Man that is from Agbazilo.
And live to fight another day. And the fight I am seeing now, you're aware that she has indicated her interest for the deputy governor.
Okay. But she has not categorically stated that. And there seems to be
there
seems to be a kind of disclaimer from some quarter that the party has not concluded on where the deputy governorship is going.
No, it's obvious. The party, well, we've had. But if you go, I'm very versatile in the online. We see a lot of...
but should we believe on what we see online? The flag bearer currently is out of town. From information reaching us, reliable sources, he's currently not in town. So they are just waiting for him to return, that they will now know where they are charting their course.
The flag bearer? What do you mean?
The candidate of the party. Talking about Aso Egodam.
Okay.
He's currently not in Benin. The governorship candidate. He's currently not in Benin, as we speak, from reliable sources.
Okay.
So how do we now start looking for a running mate when we've not heard from the principal
what I was
himself?
saying is that there are a lot of advertorial which are not be denied by the individuals.
Okay.
Now, if you post something and you feel it is wrong, you tell people, I am not interested, I have not said anything. You understand? So, but we see it. And we have also seen some promotional social media display for her.
These are social media materials.
Yeah, for her. And she has also not said, I'm not
We've
interested.
not heard from her.
No,
officially.
Yeah, I agree with you. She has not.
No official press statement.
Because let me be frank with you.
Okay.
The issue of deputy governor is not supposed to be a debatable matter.
So who should get the ticket?
What I'm saying is that it shouldn't actually be a debatable matter.
Okay.
It is the prerogative of the the governor, and or the governor to be, because the person is going to work with him, to say, well, this is the person I want. But in him taking a decision, he also needs to be informed. So if we are saying anything, is to assist him to take a proper decision so that we don't run into crisis tomorrow.
We saw how the relationship between the current administration, the governor and his deputy is going now. It seems to be a kind of unending cold war.
Cat and rat
serious one. So don't you think the candidates for the PDP should have someone that he can trust? Trust is the bedrock of having a running mate.
That is my fear. Because it's not about now. When I don't know if I'm right to mention name, but when the current deputy governor started with the governor, it was like a bed of roses.
A fantastic relationship.
Bed of roses. But over time, factors change. People should not forget that sentiment should be put aside. We are looking about today, tomorrow, not yesterday. Now, whoever is going to be the deputy governor will be somebody you think should be ready to be subservient to the governor.
Must it be a female?
If it is a female, it's an advantage.
To who?
To the government.
To the party.
Yeah, to the party. I mean, we have had situation where a female has been governor. Is it not Anambra State some years ago? You know, why female to be governor? Why can't a woman be a governor?
Where does deputy governor now have ambition, and the issue of you having ambition and being in my government cannot work now arise? How do we now manage it? Because it seems some of these persons we are presuming might have the ticket of the running mate. Some of them have ambition.
Yeah, sure.
They contested.
Exactly.
They were aspirants.
There are a lot of... Now, let me tell you. certain position you hold, and you come down to hold another position, the power you wield in that position,
yes,
if you try to bring it to your new position, like a deputy governor, now where you have to be obedient to a governor, the duties of the deputy governor is very clear. He acts when the governor is not available, and then maybe take care of some few areas, certain areas that he has been assigned to him by the governor. Now, if the man is already used to wielding power, or the woman is wielding power in certain constituency, or where he is functional, the position is functional, you now bring him down or bring her down to a deputy governor where you now have to take instruction.
So are you saying if we have a female running mate, it's going to be an advantage?
Yes, it's going to be an advantage. It will trend. It will trend.
Will it help them to win the election?
It's possible.
How? What are your calculations?
Sympathy.
Sympathy?
Yeah, sympathy. The women are going to galvanize, mobilize, all right, and synergize among them that, look, for once in Edo State we have a woman. So it's an advantage. Then internationally, when a woman leaves to another country or meet on international, it can influence a lot of things. You understand? Because, in Africa, we have a woman who's a governor or a deputy governor holding such high-ranking sensitive position.
But there was a time we had a president who once said that they are better off in the kitchen.
Well, that is not the standard.
Better off.
No. There are certain statements that cannot be used as a standard. It's not because the person is the president.
Traditionally, we have a way of sidelining women, relegating them to the back.
Yeah, it is not a norm. It's not a norm. It's just individual that does that. Like what he said, that was individualistic. It's not a general thing. Will it go to an international conference and make such a statement? Never. In fact, they are likely to walk him out. When you have women who are chancellors, when you have women who are there, you go and say that one should be in the kitchen. They walk you out.
No, they walk him out.
They walk him out.
Okay.
In their environment, we listen to everything, we swallow everything. But it's not right.
Okay, final word. Let's begin to put a finishing touch to the discussion now. Are we now categorically saying that for the ticket of the People's Democratic Party, we have other political parties too? We have the NNPP, we have the APC, we have the Labour Party, even Labour too had female aspirants that actually probably didn't get the ticket. So are we now saying across party lines, they should consider females as their running mates?
Yeah, I would support that.
Is it healthy?
It's healthy. It's healthy. We need more involvement of the...
Are we going to see it as compensation? Compensation for losing out in the primaries?
No.
Should we see it as compensation?
I don't think it should be compensation, because she was not... Well, you are being specific now. Was not the only person that contested across party lines. There are other people.
Okay, we are afraid time is not always our friend on the show. We'd like to have you again so that we can extend the front line of the show. Thank you so much, Honorable Victor.
Yours
for
sincerely.
the time to come.
My pleasure.
All right, this is how far we can go on the program. Road to Edo 2024. We'd like to see you again on our next edition on Wednesday. Do enjoy the rest of your week. My name is Daniel Praise Ose Debame. Good night.